So this woman, Catherine Herridge, right? By the way, Kurt, you sent me this thing right before the show. Tell them about it.
She was in contempt for not giving up her Chinese source on some, and this has implications for journalism. And then now she's just spouting whatever they tell her to say.
So she's going to be charged with contempt of court or something because she's not going to give up her source.
Yeah.
But what was the source about?
It was some kind of Chinese spying thing that I think is a setup, and I don't think she really was standing up for shit based on what she's saying here. Like, I just think it's like a fake.
Are you talking about the spy balloon? Is that story?
No, that I would like to talk about it, but that's not what it's about.
Really? Are you sure this isn't Nora Dunn? Because I loved her on SNL.
Let me look. A veteran journalist who is refusing to divulge her sources could be held in contempt of court. So...
Could be. I don't think she will be.
Okay. I'm going to say her sources were the CIA or the FBI.
Yeah. She's also from Canada. I don't know how they import these, like, Canadian immigrants that work for the CIA, but I don't like it.
But that story, let's say that's a great story to build credibility with the alternative media, right? To be like, oh, dude, she might get in trouble for not giving away her sources. Then she comes on television like there's going to be a Black Swan event. And we're like, oh, but dude, she's not playing ball with them. You know,
she's a real reality winner.
You know, every time Sam kept going like this, I thought he was hitting me like the Chinese doctor.
But do your eyes feel better?
Yes.
So watch what she says. Well, get a load of this. She says this right on CBS.
Well, mine's a little dark. I just feel a lot of concern that 2024 may be the year of a Black Swan event. This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict. There are a number of concerns that I have that factor into that. And not only this sort of enduring heightened threat level that we're facing, the wars in Israel, also Ukraine. And we're so divided in this country in ways that we haven't seen before. And I think that just creates fertile ground for our adversaries like North Korea, China, and Iran. And that's what concerns me most.
So first of all, she is predicting a Black Swan event in 2024, which a Black Swan event is an event that you can't predict, yet here she is predicting it.
It reminds me of when Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab predicted there was going to be a massive pandemic.
That needs context.
Well, mine's a little dark. I just feel a lot of concern that 2024 may be the year of a Black Swan event.
Maybe we should donate to Black Swans Matter. I don't know. You know what? Terms like master bedroom have to go, right? I think maybe terms like Black Swan have to go too, right? How could we still be saying Black Swan?
Swanpock.
I think, yeah, she's predicting a swanpock.
African American swan.
Go ahead.
No, sorry.
They say people whose eyes are too far apart are able to predict the future. And
You know, Jimmy, I've had a sty in my eye, but I've never had a lie in my eye.
Oh!
Snap.
This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict. There are a number of concerns that I have that factor into that.
I love that wink.
She didn't mention she might go to jail for contempt of court in her concerns of 2024.
Not only this sort of enduring heightened threat level that we're facing, the wars in Israel, also Ukraine, and we're so divided in this country in ways that we haven't seen before. And I think
Really? We're divided like we've never seen before? Does she mean over identity shit like that? Because we've seen this before. I don't know what she's talking about. Or maybe she means whether women have dicks. Does she mean that? Is that what she's talking about? Because that's kind of new. I'll give her that one. Maybe she means we're divided over whether obesity is healthy or not. Maybe that's what she thinks. I mean, I know. She means the wealth gap is approaching feudalism levels. I'm kidding. She's talking about chicks with dicks. We all know that.
that just creates fertile ground for our adversaries like North Korea, China, and
Wait, how does that do that exactly? Removing sanctions? How does, I don't get, anyway, hear it.
Iran, and that's what concerns me most.
She's right, 2024 is a perfect time for another balloon attack. Okay.
You know, Jimmy.
You know what actually probably really created fertile ground for our adversaries? When the U.S. businessmen sent all our good-paying jobs over to fucking China. Maybe that did that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Go ahead, Steph.
Well, you know, I was just going to mention that Margaret Brennan, the host of Face the Nation, her mother gave her advice once to always match her shoes with her dress and sit up straight.
You know, if it's really a national security thing, maybe they should rename it from Black Swan event. It sounds too much like a Toyota-thon. You know what I mean?
Toyota's Black Swan event is almost over.
Isn't it funny they always have a funny feeling that some kind of horrible tragedy event is gonna... They just have a funny feeling. I don't have any information. I just have a funny feeling.
They have a funny feeling with no information. They're brought out on Face the Nation. But when you literally prove that the CIA is spying on all Americans, you get locked in Belmarsh.
Oh, Jackson. That's why he's here, ladies and gentlemen. Good point, Jackson. And, I don't have any information. She literally winked when she said it.
I just thought she got the booster.
Oh, she got Bieber face.
Well played. Well played.
Those boosters. I was at a Christmas party. The guy said next to me, I just got boosted last week. I got COVID and I didn't even feel it. That's what he said.
Bernie Sanders?
It's Bernie Sanders.
Who do you work for? Who is paying you to say that?
You know, I just wanted to share really quickly. Jimmy and I got invited to a Christmas party, and the guy, our friend, asked us, you know, I'd like you to come to the Christmas party, but can you not talk about politics?
Oh, this is true. True story. It was going to be a sit-down Christmas dinner party, and he goes, do you mind if you don't talk about politics? And Steph goes,
How about abortion? Keeping it light.
So then the next day, he calls me and says, hey, you know what? We decided not to do the party, but we'd like you and Steph to come over for breakfast. And I'm like, I think you're still doing the fucking party. You don't want us to go over for dinner. You want us to go over for breakfast. I'm like, okay, I'll come over. Come see us do a live stand-up show. We'll be in Venice, California, Palmdale, California, Omaha, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, and we're going to Europe. Do you live in Europe? We're going to be there. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.